Restaurants can be such lonely places. Especially if you've been stood up. What happened?
I'm sorry.
Guess I lost track of time.
It's all right. Still early.
Marissa, you and I have to talk.
All right. Tell me. You seem upset. We could. We can go to my apartment.
No. We're gonna stop this. At the restaurant, not your apartment. We're finished. No more.
All right. That's what you'd like. We'll stop for a while.
No, not for a while, Marissa. For good. This is destroying my life.
Oh.
The whole time I've been married, I've never, ever cheated on my wife. I just can't keep doing this.
Here.
It's not working anymore. I've discovered your little pheromone. Yeah. I'm not sure how you do it, but I found a chemical to block it. And now I know it works. So you listen to me. Funding for your project is canceled effective immediately. And God forgive me for ever allowing it. Pheromone or not.
I won't let you get away with this.
You don't have a choice. It's over. Finished. I want you to clear out your office. I'm compiling a full report on everything I know about your activities. Oh, and one more thing, Marissa. I never want to see you again.
Hi, Anya, it's me. Yeah, I'm finished. No, it just didn't take as long as I thought. Listen, I'm gonna be home in about a half hour. You wanna get something to eat? Okay, good, I'm starving. Okay. All right, look, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. I love you.
All right, Miles, I'm here, but the games are over. You have 10 seconds to tell me why I am standing in a forest in the middle of the night.
Patience is a virtue, Lieutenant.
Oh, is that so? Well, then my virtue's wearing pretty thin. You know, your credibility could use a little improvement with me.
I understand.
You?
That's why I think it's time.
Time for what?
Look up. I want to take you for a ride. If I were you, I'd buckle up. Welcome to my world.
Watch that building!
Whoa, nice driving. I suppose you think I'm impressed.
Get impressed yet?
Okay. Wow. This is incredible.
Don't worry. Think of it as my driveway.
Wow.
We're there.
It's D-Day.
Well, here we go.
Fingers crossed.
Moment of truth. Either she's with us or we're in the slammer.
I'm not sure I like this, even if she doesn't arrest us.
Historic. First babe in the sea pod.
Miles, what is this place?
This is the C-Pod. It's our command and control center. Everything I do in the exoskeleton, the chrysalid, is tracked from here.
Okay, all right. I'm a little impressed. But why'd you bring me here?
Because I want there to be no secrets.
You realize with one phone call, I can shut this whole place down.
I'm fully aware of that. That's exactly why you're here, Leora. It's called poker. Consider your hand forced.
Well, that's clear enough. It's either in or out. Is that it?
That's it.
I see. All right, I'm in.
Yes.
Always was a hell of a poker player.
I expect the grand tour.
It's already begun.
Oh, man, this place is so cool, you're not going to believe it. Anything going on in this entire city, we can listen in right here.
So this is how the Mantis gets to the crime scenes before the police.
Yeah, with a little help from an ultra-wide band scanner. Its microprocessor will break and unlock any frequency.
Yeah, we can listen in on the state police, FBI, DEA.
Oh, hey, by the way, you have a call coming in.
That's a discrete police frequency. How did you... Oh, you guys are definitely crazy. Well, the grand tour's gonna have to wait. I've got an emergency call. So, do I get the keys of the car or what?
Can you hand me that specimen? Thanks.
Mark, Troy, come here. Listen up. Bad news. Did you guys see this?
Actually, I hadn't. I was wondering why the aquarium staff was moping around this morning.
Indians lost their chief.
As if it really did anything around here. Let me see this.
I want to know what's going on. And I want the truth.
Take it easy. We don't know anything.
Hello, Richard. You sound distressed.
Dr. Allen is dead.
Yes, I know. It's very tragic.
And you were with him last night.
Troy, Mark, could you leave us for a few minutes, please? Yes, I was with him. Doesn't matter. I had to kill him. Does his death really matter to you? No. Nothing matters but survival and breeding. The creation of our new species. That's why you joined us. Not for the college credit or the money, but a chance to make history. And the future. Let's talk about it tonight over dinner. You are free, aren't you? Of course you are. Tonight is a breeding night.
Dr. Wallace Allen, director of the Port Columbia Aquarium.
He was found dead in his car last night. I read about it this morning.
Yes, but what you didn't read about was this.
It's very ugly.
And it's not whiplash. The vehicle didn't burn, and the medical examiner doesn't think the trauma of the crash killed him. We have no explanation for these wounds.
Was he carrying any caustic or corrosive agent in the car?
Well, none was found, but we do have a chemical mystery. Preliminary blood and tissue toxicology shows traces of an unknown substance. I'd like to know what it is.
We'll look into it. I'll need some samples of this neck tissue as well.
It's yours. Plus, there are plenty more.
There are others?
Dr. Allen here makes it a baker's dozen. There have been 13 deaths like this in the past year. The others were homeless people and prostitutes.
Not exactly high media coverage.
Unfortunately, correct.
I've got it! Chironix fleckeri.
I knew you had something, just don't give it to me.
I figured out what killed Dr. Allen. This did.
A jellyfish.
Not your garden variety jellyfish either.
The sea wasp. A strike of the banded coral snake, one of the deadliest creatures in the world, can kill a man in 60 minutes. The venom of a sea wasp can do it in less than 5. What test did you run?
Well, a gas chromatograph and a plasma scan. And they both came up with the same specific neurotoxin. It was definitely venom that killed him. And there's something else in his blood, but I haven't quite nailed that yet.
Well, now, aren't we inching towards the super weird? I mean, this dude was, driving his car, not skinny dipping in the bay, right?
Yeah, you're right. He would have had to have been in the water to get stung.
Yeah, but even that could be a problem.
Why?
Because Chironix fleckeri are found in the Far East. Our waters are too cold and brackish to support them. They prefer high salinity.
Well, what about the aquarium? I mean, that's got warm, salty water, and that's where he worked, right?
That's right.
Miles, do you realize how large this sea wasp would have had to have been?
Nothing like it exists in nature.
Richard. Richard.
I heard.
I know. You need the androgen. Now, it's time, Richard. We have to do what we talked about.
Why?
The hospital refuses to grant any more synthetic hormone for outside research. I'm sure Dr. Allen was responsible, and we have no money to buy it from any other source.
I just can't kill again.
But it's necessary to live. Do you want the mutation to continue out of control? I know killing humans bothers you, but Richard, don't you understand? You're not one of them anymore. You're Chironix sapien.
But I am human. I can't stop being what I am, no matter what we've done to my body.
Yes. Perhaps you still are human. I know what you want. Come here. It'll be all right.
Landing in 2 minutes, John.
Yeah, readouts on all your systems are 100%.
Good. I'm going in.
Be careful.
It's incredible in here, John. This place is alive. I can hear things over the display that I've never heard before.
Yeah, it's too alive. Your sweep sensors are going bonkers. Check around you.
All I see is the marine life in the tanks.
Water absorbs a tremendous amount of energy. Check in the general area.
That's odd. There seems to be some kind of glowing liquid on the floor.
Getting very strange readings. Be careful in there, Miles.
It looks like some kind of acid with a glowing trail leading away.
Watch yourself.
The trail is ended. I'm in a lab full of large holding tanks for specimens.
Dr. Savoy, just a minute
Not
of
now.
your time,
They're
please.
expecting me inside.
Hello?
The pattern of the wounds are consistent. I want to see the blood work.
No. Oh, my God.
This is Dr. Savoy. Dr. Savoy, early this morning we received an anonymous phone call. When we arrived, we found Richard Scott dead in one of your holding tanks.
Why would anyone kill him? He was such a sweet person.
Well, we believe that whoever murdered your assistant also murdered Dr. Allen.
Dr. Allen's body had wounds identical to these, and in his blood chemistry, we found a heavy concentration of a potent neurotoxin found only in a certain species of jellyfish, those in the Cumulomedusae group.
This is impossible. There isn't a jellyfish in the world who could do something like this.
Dr. Savoy, are you involved in any sort of research that might have resulted in this
No,
kind
nothing like that. You said someone called. Could it have been the killer?
No, we've cleared that possibility.
Well, who was it?
I can't say.
Well, did they see the killing?
I can't answer that either.
You can't answer anything. This is a nightmare.
Are you all right?
I think I'm gonna be ill.
Well, have you got any brilliant ideas? What would the Mantis do?
Please, Leora.
Sorry. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Well, maybe a little tired.
Too many night flights over Port Columbia?
That's probably it.
Hey, if anything turns up, we'll let you know. Why don't you go home and get some rest?
Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you.
We had to get the androgen.
Why didn't you dispose of Richard's body like I told you to last night?
We tried. We were getting out of the tank when we heard someone coming.
Well, whoever it was found it. Call the police.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing. The evidence they have won't lead them anywhere.
That's not what I mean.
We can't keep killing people like this. Sooner or later, we're gonna get caught.
The natural androgen isn't strong enough. We have to keep killing in order to slow the mutation.
I know. I am working on it.
Working on it? Listen, that's not good enough. Every bone in my body hurts, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. I mean, I'm changing, and I can't stop it.
Don't ever touch me like that again. What's happening to you is exactly what I promised you. You will become part of the new race. Only Chernik sapiens will be able to live both on the land and in the sea.
But I'm afraid.
Ah, of what? The ocean? Look, this is our home. Where all of life came from.
But if the mutation continues, I won't be able to.
All I need is a little more time to find the perfect balance. And I've chosen the person who is going to help us. Okay.
How about another mystery to ponder?
Pondering is the last thing I want to do right now. I think I'm coming down with something. I'm going home.
All right. I've just identified the heretofore unknown compound in Wallace Allen's blood gases.
And?
It's a pheromone.
A sexual attractant.
Exactly. It's biochemical, and it's only found in a certain marine invertebrate, our old friend Chironix fleckeri. The sea wasp.
What you're telling me is, before Allen was killed by a jellyfish, he was seduced by that same jellyfish.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's the same jellyfish. It might have been another jellyfish. But I'm just telling you what we found in his blood.
Yes, well, I'm going home, John. And I'm not going to think about jellyfish for the rest of the day.
Who's there? Where are you?
Out here. Come on out here. And you'll see
Miles? Miles? Miles?
This is Maxwell. I need an ambulance and a backup to the Hawkins estate to the pool house at the rear. Subject is unconscious, cause unknown. Hey, stop, police!
Stones is coming around. Miles, how you feel?
Back with the living? How are you feeling?
Where am I?
You're in the hospital.
What happened?
Oh, we're not sure. Leora went around to your house last night. She found you unconscious by the swimming pool.
That's amazing. All I remember was feeling sick and going to sleep in my study.
Well, she must have thought something was real out of whack because she called in the troops.
Is she all right?
Yeah, she's alive, but unconscious. She was attacked. She received a small amount of the Wasp neurotoxin.
Where is she?
Just down the hall.
I want to see her.
Miles, you need to rest. We've done a blood workup. The pheromone is in your system. Look, how it got there, I don't know.
I want to see Leora. Bring me that wheelchair. Get the chair!
Is she going to live?
The doctors think so. She's a strong woman. She's holding her own.
Got to get out of here. I'm useless in a hospital bed.
Marge, you don't have to do anything but rest. You're staying here so we can keep you under observation.
Wait a minute.
Look, what you're experiencing is probably the pheromone. We have no idea what effect it will have.
John, what's your worst-case scenario about all of this?
I got it. Well, the results are in on the Richard Scott autopsy. Very strange readings. His blood contained a high percentage of seawater and was oxygen-rich, and his lungs were 1/3 the size of a normal adult male.
Wow. It's human genetic experimentation.
Yeah, very likely. And another strange thing, I've had autopsies redone on all those killed by the sea wasp neurotoxin, and each had a particular androgen hormone extracted from their bodies.
Androgens regulate human development.
Yeah, or not so human development.
So the doc is gonna turn into a big jellyfish?
No, not as far as we can tell. His DNA isn't infected, although he does have the pheromone. And there's still something unusual about Wallace Allen's blood. I'm trying to isolate it.
I want to talk to Marissa Savoy.
Yeah, so do the police. But unfortunately, both she and her 2 assistants have disappeared.
Troy! Troy, help. Mark! Mark!
Mark! What's the matter?
I'm not doing so good. I can't be out of the water for more than a few minutes. I tried just staying in. But it's so dark down there.
Well, hang on, man. She'll think of something.
I don't think so. Why did we do this, Troy? I can't remember. My mind is fuzzy.
We just believed everything she said.
Yeah. With Rees. Some Rees. No matter what I look like, I'm still human. You want to know how I know? All I can think about is home. My mom and dad. I wish I could see them one more time.
Come on, man. Just get in the water. You gotta get some oxygen.
No. I want to die like a person. Isn't the sky beautiful? The clouds. The stars are out. In the ocean. You can't see the stars.
Troy. Throw him in the water.
What?
Do as I say. Do you want to end up like him? Then throw him in the water.
Miles. Don't go, Miles.
Please, don't go.
Hey, Chief, where you going?
Chief?
Where you going?
There's something that I have to do.
Yeah, and that's called rest, man. You're only gonna do that in that hospital bed. Now, come on, I'll take you back. All right, here we go. Here, grab my arm.
Are you cold?
Cold? No, actually, it's pretty hot in here.
No, I'm freezing.
Well, you want a robe or something?
Mm-hmm.
Done. So Stones will be glad to hear you're up and about. This whole pheromone thing is freaky. Doc, I don't see a robe here.
Oh, no, it's in the bathroom.
Yeah, this whole thing with the lieutenant. Hey, Doc, it's not in here either. Doc, what are you doing? Hey! Hey, Doc.
A perfect match. Yes. Oh, that's it. Alan found an anti-pheromone reactant, and that's what I couldn't identify in his blood. Hi. Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, you're supposed to be watching Miles.
Well, Miles didn't feel like being watched, so he gave me this slip.
Oh, you let him get away?
Hey, he locked me in the bathroom, all right? It's not exactly something I'm proud of.
Okay, let me think. I'm sure the pheromone's acting on him. Come on, let's go.
Where?
Got a little breaking and entering to do.
Uh-huh.
Don't turn on the light. You can have everything you want. But you have to help me first.
How?
They've stopped my research. All of my equipment is at the aquarium. My assistant and I need a place to work. We need money. And we need synthetic androgen to help keep our genetic mutation in balance until it can be stabilized.
I have money and equipment. I can make the androgen.
Then all we need are my notes. And when my research is finished, you and I will live in the ocean. And you'll never, ever need this chair again.
This will be your new home.
What is this place?
It's called the Sea Pod. It's where we'll enter the ocean. Now, we must prepare.
See, now aren't you glad that I'm an experienced juvenile delinquent? You would have wasted a lot of time trying to get in this place.
Yeah, your sordid past does have its advantages.
All right. So, what are we looking for? Some kind of fish stuff?
Yeah, crudely put, but yes. I believe the director, Dr. Allen, was under the influence of a pheromone given to him by Marissa Savoy.
That's the stuff that Doc has in him, right?
It's a sexual attractant. It's still highly experimental. Don't know its full effect on human beings, but in animals it makes the female irresistible. Nothing matters to the male but the primal urge to mate and breed.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
All right, so, wait, what am I looking for?
Ooh, something unusual, eh?
Ooh. So, the Doc may be out on the streets partying, huh? Oh, man, this is something I'd like to see.
Well, I doubt it. The pheromone will probably target him to a specific female.
Hey, you know, if we find this stuff, Stones, we could bottle it, you know? Call it something like, I don't know, like Savage's Super Sex Magnet. No, just Savage. Huh?
Yeah, very classy name.
Oh, Stones, I'm telling you, man, we could be billionaires. Oh, look at the fishy.
Yeah, and those concerned with population control will be so pleased. Look, I'm not looking for the pheromone. I'm looking for the substance that blocks it. That's what I found in Alan's blood. I think he developed it to keep himself free of her control. And that could be why she killed him.
Hey, Stoney, check this out.
What's that? CAP, Turinix antipheromone.
Wait, are you sure that's what it is?
No, I'm not, but take it back to the lab and test it. Gotta find Miles first.
Oh, man, I love aquariums. Fish are such a trip, huh?
Yeah, many are nocturnal. Don't really come out till night.
Yeah, well, you can relate to that, huh?
Look, stonefish.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
What is it? Hey, Doc!
Hold them until I get out. Take them into the lab.
Hey, let go. Come on, you're breaking my neck.
Miles, it's us.
Hey, what's going on? What's the matter with him?
It's the pheromone. He's still under her control. Miles, it's John. You gotta fight this.
If you're ready, Troy, we can extract hormone from their bodies. Start with the younger one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If I touch you, you're dead.
Better do as he says. Savage, now.
What have you done?
Just gave him a little pick-me-up. He'll be fine in a moment.
Troy! We've got to stop him! He gave him the antipheromone! Kill him!
Watch out! Don't let them touch the exoskeleton. It can't get wet.
The venom is pointing through the power matrix.
Miles! There's a fresh water tank over here. Put her in it!
What happened to her?
It must have happened within the last 24 hours. She was completely mutated. She turned herself into an ocean creature.
A sea wasp cannot live in fresh water.
Hey, Miles. Where have you been?
Working on Troy Thomas, Marissa Savoy's assistant. He's in pretty rough shape.
Is he gonna live?
I think we've got him stabilized, but we've got a lot to do to reverse the mutation. How are you feeling?
Excellent. The doctors have unlocked this cell, and I'm out of here.
You look wonderful. I think sea wasp neurotoxin agrees with you.
Oh, you do? Well, John tells me that pheromone agrees with you.
John talks too much.
Well, from what he says, Marissa Savoy was irresistibly attractive.
Only with the help of chemical stimulant.
Oh, really? Well, Taylor's talking about manufacturing this stuff. If he does, maybe I need to try some. It could come in handy sometime.
I can assure you, Leora, as far as attractiveness is concerned, you don't need any help at all.
Miles, you're